Good afternoon. On this week's episode, we talk about Spirited and Disenchanted.
And other pop culture news.
We just got back from seeing a wonderful new Christmas movie called Spirited.
Yes, with Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Wait, what?
No.
These are different movies.
No, you know. Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. By the producers of La La Land, The Greatest Showman, Dear Evan Hansen, and Loud Crocodile. You know, the director Sam Anders, that directed Daddy's Home, directed Instant Family. Is actually his first movie without Mark Wahlberg. Anyways, but Will Ferrell, you know Will Ferrell from everything Will Ferrell does, including another Christmas classic, The Elf.
Just Elf.
Elf? Yeah, The Elf.
No, it's just Elf.
But I'm saying
there's no articles.
Elf, the movie.
Okay,
The Elf.
just saying.
And Ryan Reynolds, also on a Christmas classic, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Which is called, what's it called? A version that is Christmas?
I honestly don't remember.
Deadpool is rated R.
Yeah.
And slightly. But they have a PG-13 version. For the holidays. I can't remember to save my life. But anyways, so these two titans of industry got together for this Christmas musical.
It is so much more than I expected. We've been seeing teases and trailers for a while now that first that they would be doing a movie together, and that it was like Christmas and kind of a Christmas Carol type film. And so I expected this to be silly, goofy, not terribly original, but still like really entertaining and fun for the holidays. I was super wrong. This film is so good. The music is great. The dance numbers, the choreography, everything is it's just spectacular to watch. And the story has some like real heart, some real meat to it. And even though it is yet another Christmas Carol adaptation, even though it really references some other films, which they actually acknowledge in the dialogue, it still felt like really original. So I knew I would be entertained. I did not expect to love it at this level. Super fun movie. Highly recommend.
Yeah, it's my biggest concern to watch by watching the trailer was there would be Christmas Carol movie comedy on the shapes, not on the shapes, on the
form,
on the forms, on the modes of Scrooged. With Bill Murray. There's actually mention on this one.
Yeah, the trailer looks exactly like Scrooged.
Yeah, because you know you have except the fact that in this one we see right from the trailer that there's a ghost, Will Ferrell, and there's a Scrooge character, Ryan Reynolds. So I guess that was a little different because there's the ghosts on Scrooge with Bill Murray. They are not important characters to stay throughout the entire movie. They have their times, just like in the book, in the original. So my biggest concern was that, but no, it was a very different take. Very very fun, funny. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but very those two together alone, it was like the trailer alone was like super entertaining, super funny, and then to see them. Entire movie together, they're both hilarious, they're both very talented, and the movie is great. The musical part of the movie, and again back to we were having this conversation, Christmas musicals, right? We mentioned what's it
White
called?
Christmas.
White Christmas. But is a White Christmas a musical?
Yeah.
What is a musical? How much music does a musical have to have?
That's a great question. Okay. Because
Because
White Christmas has song and dance numbers that aren't part of the plot, because like that one's tricky because the main characters are entertainers, and so some of the song and dance numbers is just them doing their jobs, but there are other songs that are like part of the plot, part of moving. It's just like their conversation turns into a song and dance number. So I don't know, I feel like maybe that's a big part of being a musical, that what would normally be a conversation or just a regular scene becomes song, and the song's moving the plot forward.
True, I guess that's a good.
I'm making
that's
that
a good
up,
thing.
but
I missed the musical class in film school.
Yeah, I literally just made all that up though. So like, don't come at me.
No, it's a good way. But there's some movies like 500 Days of Summer that he get up in the morning. He's like super happy and he starts dancing to you make my dreams come true, and is awesome. There's even as soon as he get out of the building, he look at his reflection on the on the car and is like Han Solo like. Which some versions cut that. I thought it was ridiculous.
That's weird.
Anyways, back to Spirited. The musical part of the entire movie is splendid. It's very well done, but the musical part of the show is like they made like hardcore Broadway pieces. Everything is grandiose, and you could see that on the stage. And they have like very talented dancers, and some even have like a little moment to shine repeatedly. There's like two girls that I honestly thought they were twins because they look a lot alike. They have the same style of hair. Two black girls. I don't know if you noticed that. But again, in a musical, in some moments you want everybody to look the same, so maybe that was it. Yeah. So and you have some other people that you see they have a moment to shine, and they made stage moments that even some moments are out in the street. There was like could totally happen on the stage. Yeah. And super well done. They both sing, and I think they sing okay, right?
Yeah, they did. I think everybody who sang. Yeah, I think everyone did their own singing. At least it sounded like that. And the people writing the music did a great job working with vocal ranges and everything to make everybody sound good. And yeah, they did it. They did a good job.
It's very Christmassy. There's a lot of Christmas references to other Christmas movies. There's a lot of Dickens references. Blink You Miss. And
yeah, there's tons of little Easter eggs and references all over the place. And
is what PG-13?
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't watch with little kids. There's some themes that a little bit. Yeah. It might not.
There's some innuendo. There's some jokes.
Yeah, and then some themes that might not affect kids. You'll go like they're not gonna get it, and of course there's some that they don't need to know at young age. But besides that, there's like very few curse words, right?
Yeah. No, they.
There's a Good Afternoon is probably the worst they have. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell why, but it goes all the way back to Charles Dickens. He coined the expression "Good Afternoon."
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
I learned so much from
you.
And
meant so much.
Yeah.
Different things back then.
What a world we live in. What a world.
And Viola Davis is that? No, Viola Davis. What's that book?
Octavia Spencer.
Because they both work in the house.
That's right.
But yeah, Octavia Spencer is there. She sings.
I don't really want to spoil anything. Just know that it's lovely, and I highly recommend for anybody with kids 10, 12 and up.
Yeah, it's
good. It's a good part of Christmas. I want to see it again.
Yeah, it's there's a post-credit scene, but the entire credit sequence is a song, which is always good
worth sticking around for.
And Oh, there's cameos, blink you miss too.
Yeah.
You should, yeah.
Just don't blink, is what we're saying.
But fun. I really liked it. I mean, I knew I would like it because you're putting Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I was concerned that I would dislike more than I liked it because you don't have to. Some things you don't remake. You don't need to. And Scrooged is the modern day version of Christmas Carol in a comedic way. So you don't go there. You don't have to go there. And no, they go in different directions, even though it goes through the same source because it's the same source. But they did in a very creative way. The whole.
Yeah. I was really impressed with how they did something that's been done over. There's so many Christmas Carol adaptations, all kinds of different settings, musicals, Muppets, anime, like whatever. There's so many different versions, but they managed to take that source material and still do something really original and worth watching, thought-provoking, emotional, hilarious. It's really well done.
Yeah. We watched it at the theaters, but the movie is an Apple TV Plus movie. So is it available on Apple TV yet?
I don't remember seeing a date. I would hope so. It's December.
It
should be.
But it's gonna be at the theaters for a short run. So you can pick. You can watch. I think it's available. There's no dates here. Yeah,
This is Watch Now.
Where is Watch Now?
Right here.
What did you see?
At the top of the trailer.
Watch
it
Now
said
on
Watch
Apple
Now,
TV.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's up on Apple TV.
And available on theaters for limited time. What else?
That's all I got for Spirited.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it was good. It was there's some interesting choices they made besides everything we said, but there was some different choices they made. It works. There's nothing like this doesn't work. It actually works pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spirited, directed by Shan Anders, with Ryan Reynolds,
Will Ferrell, and Octavia
Spencer, and all the many great talented people.
Lots.
The dancing act, and
all those other movie things. Okay, another film we watched this week is only available on Disney Plus, and that is the sequel to Enchanted called Disenchanted.
Yes, Amy Adams is back. So was Patrick Dempsey,
Idina Menzel, James Marsden.
What's the name of the guy? Scott,
James Marsden.
I almost said Scott Summers. So he's not an X-Man.
Yeah.
The Donut Lord. My Rudolph. What's
Gemma
Nicole Yvette
Mays.
Brown? Is that Nicole Yvette Nicole? She's the black lady from Community.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
And Gemma
Mays.
Wasn't
Something
Gemma
like
her
that.
name on Glee?
Maybe.
Huh. Anyways, and
Gosh,
who else?
anyway.
There's more people. I guess that's it, right? Yeah.
I feel like those are the big ones.
I really liked
Anyway.
it. I really liked that they brought back the kid from the original.
Yeah, they managed to bring back basically the whole first main cast, except
Yeah.
the villains, of course. But yeah, even the little girl came back as a teenager now.
Which was good and she sings, which she didn't on the first one. I guess everybody sings on this one, but
Yes, including Idina Menzel.
yeah,
Which really, I would have been so upset. Like, they blew it on the first one. It's the only thing I don't like about the first one. That they had Idina Menzel that the whole time, and she doesn't sing a single solitary note.
oh maybe
Like, what a colossal waste.
maybe she didn't know how to sing back then. Maybe she was.
This was after her, like, stellar run as Elphaba in Wicked. We all knew what that woman could do.
She's who in Wicked?
She's Elphaba.
I thought she was the Wicked witch.
Yeah.
Is that her name? Okay.
Elphaba, and then Kristen Chenoweth was Glinda.
Oh, Glenda, that's
Yeah.
the one I remember. Okay.
Anyway, so everybody sings.
But about the recast, I thought it was cool and nice, and for continuity, it's pretty because we've seen like Disney recast the girl that's Ant-Man's daughter, It's like Ant-Man, Quantum Mania, the new Ant-Man movie is coming, and it's like the third girl already. So there was no reason for it. But anyways, but this one is full of music. It's very colorful. It's very beautiful, and it's very interesting. I didn't see the trailer, so I cannot say stuff from the trailer.
Yeah.
But the story is basically before, happily ever after. There was another chapter on Giselle's life.
Yeah, they kept a lot of the good things, or continued a lot of the interesting themes from the first one. This whole idea of like fairy tales versus the real world, and magic and all that stuff colliding with the real world. I would say I don't think the story is as strong. I think it was a good idea to send it right to streaming. And there have been a few Disney movies like that where the plot is okay, but the cast, the costumes, and the just production design in general are just spectacular. So even when the plot is like, it's really fun to look at, and our daughters really loved it.
It's I think I lost some of the freshness. The first one was like a princess, a genuine fairy tale princess comes to life, comes to New York, and she's always kind of like because everything is new, everything is different. She talks to animals, and the animals in New York City, it's like rats, cockroaches,
roaches, pigeons.
And there's this all craziness, shock elements on the first one, and her innocence, her naivety. She makes pretty dresses out of curtains and stuff like that. On this one, she's a little beyond that. She's a mom. Twice, because she's mom of the kid, and also Morgan, and she also mom of her own kid, and some of the innocence that made the one. So she's like, oh, look at the pretty girl. She's kind of dumb. It was something funny to see her evolution to the movie. In this one, the evolution is gone, so they can go back to it. There's still some elements there, but it's not what defines her. And but in this one there's a lot more magic than the first one, and there's some funny moments that you couldn't see on the first one because the story was very different, but very entertaining.
Yeah, it was really fun. And like I said, our girls are 3 and 6, and they loved it. It's really fun. So Enchanted was the first time I'd seen Amy Adams, and so now seeing her return to this role after we've seen her in like so many other things, like was it Arrival, and like as Lois Lane. So we've seen her in like very dramatic roles, more action, all kinds of different roles. Seeing her come back to this naive
one.
Yes. Seeing her come back to this like naive, silly princess type character, fairy tale princess character, just so much respect for her as an actress. She's really good at what she does.
Oh yeah. She was also Amelia Earhart on the Night of the Museum 2.
Oh,
is it? Yeah, the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, she's very versatile.
And Maya Rudolph gave a great performance as I can't remember what's in the trailer, so I don't want to spoil it. But Maya Rudolph was also really fun to watch. I think this was a smart casting choice. So entertaining, nostalgic, fun, not like whoa, great cinema, but worth a watch, especially if you have kids or you're into fairy tales and things like that. Any other?
Yeah, no, it's available on Disney Plus.
Okay. We also watched Duel this week.
Yeah, with Karen Gillan.
Yes. And mostly Karen Gillan, yeah.
Yeah. It was a very interesting sci-fi thriller.
Was it a thriller?
Sure, suspense thriller. There's some thriller elements there. And also there's very light but dark, light in the amount but dark on the content of the comedy. Karen Gillan and Aaron Poe on this
Mm-hmm.
future where cloning is possible,
Mm-hmm.
and when you find that you like about to die, you are legally allowed to clone yourself to leave you for your family. So
Yeah.
Karen Gillan does that, but then, like in Breaking Bad, comes the twist. She finds out, same twist. She finds out that she's not gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
So she tries to dispose the clone, and this is on the synopsis, is on the trailer. So,
Yeah.
but so what's gonna happen? So yeah.
You might find that the title "Duel" has a dual meaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Anyways, it was entertaining. It was fun.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. It was the twist was, I knew they would do something like they did. I just, they made it a little bit sad, darker,
Yeah.
and more complex. But overall was fun. Karen Gillan was good on it. Aaron Paul was good on it.
He was my favorite part.
Yeah.
His character, the way he played it, I thought was the best part of the movie. Yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, but it's if you're into
Again, because we already did.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying like in general. Yeah. But if you're into that kind of thing, like a little light dystopia, it felt like a short story. It felt like a sci-fi short story, where you don't get a ton of world building. You're just kind of thrown in and figure out some details as you go, and it's bizarre in a lot in It was interesting.
Yeah, duo Karen Gillan, Aaron Poe. Theo James is also on it.
Yes.
It's not new, but we saw it, so we talked about it.
There you go.
It's available on Hulu, at least until yesterday. We know how catalogs change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost definitely rated R.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's a guess, but
Yeah.
but I feel like it's a good guess. Okay. Let's look at the box office for a minute. Unless you have anything else about things we watched.
No, that's all we watched.
Okay. Strange.
I mean, that's not what we watched. We watched more stuff, but that's all
we did.
we're gonna talk about. We're not ready to talk about what did you see? What we seeing new? White Lotus. White Lotus is still going. It's still going. There was like a shocking. No, it's not so shocking. End of the episode. What else we watching? Did you talk about the end of Avenue 5? No, this was.
Oh yeah, was that the finale?
It was the finale.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still going. It's not so different. It's the same dynamics, the same strategy.
Yeah. The same ups and downs. Like, a glimmer of hope, and nope, everything is much worse than it ever was before. And then, glimmer of hope, nope, it's even worse.
In comedic ways.
Yeah.
It ended. Nothing was fulfilled or completed, so they might come back with more. What else? New stuff.
Kind of new stuff that we're watching. There's the big ones. Honestly, I'm still bummed on Sunday nights when there's no House of the Dragon. It's been weeks, but it's still like Sunday. Oh.
Yeah. There's nothing Sunday. Oh, White Lotus on HBO.
Yeah. Which is good, but it's not House of the Dragon.
Oh no, it's not.
Is this the murder week?
Is this what?
Is this the finale, or is next week the finale?
I think.
White Lotus.
No, I think we're halfway.
Oh, we're only halfway?
I think so. Let me check. White Lotus. There was an Easter egg on White Lotus this week, which was not really an Easter egg. They called it an Easter egg, was like really. No, it's the last one.
Yeah. Awesome.
No. There's 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah, 6.
Oh, okay.
11. Okay. I saw someone calling this episode mid-season. It's not mid-season if you only have 2 left.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there was this. I saw this article. I was like, "Hey, an Easter egg." So I went to read, saying that when she said she's gonna call someone about a divorce, right? She mentioned the guy by name, and the guy is actually He's actually a real lawyer. He is the son of one of the owners agencies, president, and he's a lawyer, and he's Mike White's lawyer, the creator of the show.
Yeah,
so
that's not an Easter egg. That's
I don't know. I
reference
guess the intern that
best.
knew that was like super pumped to find that out and put that on an article.
Oh,
Anyways.
bless them.
Yeah.
Them. All right.
But yeah, we did see other things. We seen old things too.
Yep.
But I guess that's what we gonna talk now. Willow came out. We didn't see yet. But we're gonna see the 2 episodes of Willow on Disney Plus, and we'll see if they did something worth. Because Disney, but let's not talk about Disney yet.
Yeah.
Let's see the box office.
Well, actually, our first box office item is Disney. Strange World is bombing big time. I follow a few people in the industry who were at premieres who got to see it. The only positive anybody's come out with is that this film features a queer couple and like queer relationships, and whether or not that's a positive you can decide for yourself. But even the people who are like, yay, we have a queer like an openly queer relationship, still say the story was lame. Like it's just not, it's forgettable. So this is just not a great movie.
Yeah, it's another one of the sequence of films that Disney being Disney Choose to Die on a Hill, of grooming, preaching for kids, and parents don't like that. Parents always trusted Disney as the place to, my kid's gonna watch this, and worst case scenario, my kid's gonna be entertained, without being taught wrong things, immoral things. So the whole go woke, go broke, Disney again failed on this one. Besides the fact that, to be honest, it was never that. Let's get that out of the movie.
Yeah.
Get the fact that there's 2 gay kids in the movie, which is the big problem why most people didn't want to see. But without that, the movie didn't look interesting. The movie didn't look like.
I don't think you can even blame it on that, because Disney did not market it very much, and the marketing they did put out was so uninteresting. Like.
Yeah.
It just did not look like something I wanted to spend time with. I never got excited about it.
But
anyways, and then the whole queer thing, I only bring that up because it's the only thing notable about the movie.
Yeah, but again, go woke, go broke on this instance big time. The movie is projected to lose, at this point, at least $100 million.
That is many dollars.
I think the movie costed almost $200 million. So
they did have a big cast for it. They had Dennis Quaid and Jake Gyllenhaal, and I've blanked on all the other names.
Jake Gyllenhaal, for me personally, nothing against him. I really like him, but I thought it was a mistake to cast him because the character just like John Krasinski.
Yeah.
It was like, really?
It was kind of bizarre.
Anyways. But another one of those obscure Disney movies. In this case, one that is failing big time. But, in the future, you might be able to, if you...
I imagine it'll show up on Disney Plus or
if you want to
something.
waste time, you can watch on Disney Plus.
It wasn't all bad news in the box office, though. Glass Onion helped the Thanksgiving box office quite a bit, but not enough.
Yeah, the overall the Thanksgiving week box office was pretty bad. It wasn't as good as it should, especially compared to previous years. In this case, Glass Onion helped. Ironically, the strategy that Netflix chose to do Glass Onion, even the director came out to say that if the movie would only go for a theater run or a longer theater run before it would go to Netflix, it would probably do much more. And but the movie is out there still, and they're gonna come out on Netflix December, by the end of this month. This is the 23rd. What else? There's anything else about box office?
Yeah, well, this is kind of the box office. So Top Gun Maverick, this is like the box office legend of the year, is actually going to be back in theaters this
for a
month.
short run, 2 weeks from December 2nd to December 15th.
Yep.
It's a nice family fun movie to see with your bros, with your sis, with your parents, with kids.
Go see it during Christmas break.
And to see during the break.
Yeah,
it's fun.
So it's not done cleaning up at the box office, is what we're saying. Okay, so let's look at some new projects coming out, getting announced. What season of Mandalorian are we on now?
3.
Okay, season 3. We have a release date for it. Season 3,
March
3rd.
Yes.
And
we'll see. We're waiting. We're excited. Meanwhile, Pedro Pascal is popping on all the art for The Last of Us, the Sony PlayStation HBO adaptation of the video game, homonymous video game, with Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey, Nick Offerman. Nick Offerman it's like, I played the game. You probably got to that part that he met that big guy.
Yeah, I think so.
It was a really good casting, I think.
Yeah.
Anna Torv, Gabriel Luna, and many other people. So there's like individual character posters for all of them.
Nice.
It looks really cool, and it comes out in. Did I put a date there?
I don't think we have a date
January.
for it. Okay.
January 6th. Let's say it's January 6th.
Sure.
No, January 6th. January 6th.
Right.
It's something else that we hear about it.
Yeah.
But maybe it is January 6th, just a coincidence.
That'd be nice.
Let's
think about literally anything
of
else.
us. 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
January 15th. Okay. Dread 2 is back in development. This is a sequel starring Karl Urban. I guess it wasn't. Do you know what happened there? Or what changed? Dread 2. You say it's back in development, so assuming it was developing and then it wasn't, and now it is.
I guess scheduling issues. They have, at this point, they have 2 Dread movies. One is Sylvester Stallone. Very fun. There's some good things. There's some bad things, but not quite. As a movie, is entertaining, is fun, it works, but is compared to the source material, it doesn't get quite there. With Dread, the first one is called The Judge. I think, is it The Judge? Anyways,
I don't know.
Then many years later, they made another version. This time with Karl Urban, and it's much closer to the source material. Therefore, big fans got happier, and the final result was really good. So they're working on a sequel for it, and we'll see.
Yeah,
it's good.
Okay. In the meantime, Daisy Ridley is not only producing but starring in a murder mystery series called The Christie Affair. One can only hope she's referring to Agatha Christie there.
Yes, it's actually based on is a fictionalized version of the real life events of 11 days when Madame Agatha Christie disappeared. So they're gonna work around that.
Cool. I'm really enjoying this resurgence of Agatha Christie's work in film, but also like Agatha Christie-esque films like Knives Out and Glass Onion. It's so fun. Anyway. Okay, Tulsa King, we've talked about that. We're super enjoying it. This is the Sylvester Stallone series on, is it Paramount? Yeah, Paramount Plus. They've already got a season 2 renewal.
Yeah, early renewal, but the show is great. Stallone and same people that from The Wire, Sopranos, and other good stuff. And this one is good stuff. It's like it's I just want to say that it's really good. Sly is slaying.
Were you thinking of that one earlier?
No, I just came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's how I roll.
You're amazing. Okay, and then Ang Lee, who produced or directed Life of Pi, is working on a new film about Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, and his son's gonna be cast as Bruce Lee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so a Lee, son of a Lee, being another Lee.
Directed by a different Lee.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that'll be cool. I'm always down for that
Ang Lee
kind of thing.
it has really good stuff. He directed Life of Pi, but also the Hulk, with the one with Eric
That's
Bana.
right.
Hidden Dragon, Crashing Tiger. Hidden Dragon.
Either way, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon,
Yes, that.
which I still need to see.
Anyways, he's very talented, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I look forward to that. All right, we've seen some cool trailers.
Fun fact about Ang Lee. Until the age of, I want to say until the age of 40, he was a regular guy. He had a regular job, and then he decided to make movies, and now he's this Oscar laureate
All right.
director, very talented, that did great stuff, and still gonna do great stuff. But it's even though in Hollywood, there's age factor, there's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
There's still cases out there that
Dreams do come true.
my talented and great things might come from the least
Unexpected
places.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that about him. Okay, trailers. We saw some cool ones, including not one but two featuring Harrison Ford. So the first was the new trailer for Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny.
Yes, it has a name. Dial of Destiny. It's full of action. It's intense. I'm not sure if I'm happy on how they dealt with the music. It's there. It's cool and fun. But I felt like, my personal opinion, I felt like they kind of held back and make it like more slow pace. Even though
different orchestration, and I feel like it's one of like the most iconic film scores ever.
Yeah.
So why would you mess with that?
Yeah. It's anyways.
Yeah.
But we see Indy in different ages. We see him as an old man. We see him de-aged. We see Mads Mikkelsen character. We also see
Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Hopefully,
There's so many people.
Hopefully, this blonde tall guy. He was on Narcos.
Yes.
And he also on Logan. He's good. He was on Sandman. And I can't remember his name. Anyways, and the girl too, Phoebe, which apparently, I mean, he mentions he's a godfather. It's a trailer. Could be. Yeah. They saying that as a cover because they are among bad guys, right?
They are.
But
John Rhys Davies.
Oh yeah, that was a good surprise.
That was a very pleasant surprise.
And he starts the trailer as the narrator.
What's his name? Salah?
Salah, yeah. And it looks cute. It looks Nazis, which is always the cool thing. James
hate those guys.
Indiana Jones fighting Nazis. Yeah. He talks about magic, but it's the same thing. I don't believe in magic in the Temple of Doom. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I don't believe in magic, the Ark. I don't believe in magic, the Graal. So it's as a archaeologist, man of science. Of course, he's a
skeptic. Yeah, he's a skeptic.
Which is a good way. It's a good way to start. The movie had some screenings and people kind of hate it, but so far it doesn't look terrible. Yeah. So we'll see.
We will see. We will see.
When it comes June, right? June 23.
Okay.
Is it?
I don't remember. We don't have it written here.
Let me check.
Okay. Check. This is one of those things I was disappointed when they announced it. Like let's just let it go. But honestly, as it's coming, Indiana Jones is, oh man, those are my favorite movies when I was a kid. Indiana
June 30th.
Jones, okay. Indiana Jones and Star Wars were my favorite films when I was a kid. And I can't help but be excited. Yeah. Even though there's a big part of me that is pretty sure this is not going to be that great, I'm still excited for it. I can't help it.
And this one is not directed by Spielberg, so that's a different thing. But if anything, just like the previous one, the only thing, I mean, I have low expectations, which sometimes is good, you're surprised. Yeah. But my expectation on the other one, and it's the same on this one, is that they don't try to pass the whip, to pass the hat. Don't try to replace him. You know, even if they kill him, don't show anyone picking up the hat or doing crap like that, because no, you shouldn't. So there's a scene that it's like I love the scene because for me it was like, yes. There's a scene at the end of the Kingdom of Crystal Skull. Is that whatever they call the fourth one?
Yeah.
That Shia LaBeouf, his son, at the very end, he's getting married to Marion finally.
Yeah.
And then at the church,
Yes.
the hat falls, and then Shia LaBeouf's character, I can't remember his stupid name, try to grab the hat from the floor, and Andy comes and grabs it first and put it in and say, get out of the way, you little mother. Anyways, I was like, yeah, that's
That feels right.
don't try to replace. You know, you see what happened in Star Wars. They tried to replace the original, and not only that, they destroyed the original cast characters to replace them. So no. If you're gonna move to the next generation, the older generation should be mentors or should be dead. But I think Indiana Jones, different than Star Wars. Star Wars would work because there's a group of people with the same goal. Indiana Jones is one, you know, and it's unique. You don't pass it on uniqueness.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We'll see.
yeah, the trailer's out. It looks fun. We'll see.
So our other Harrison Ford trailer is more of a tease from Apple TV. This is for a new series called Shrinking, starring Jason Segel and Harrison Ford.
Comes out in January.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, I don't know what it is about actually.
I'm guessing it's about, from like some of the voiceover and the title Shrinking, I think it's about like mental health, therapy, something like that. Some kind of like comedy that revolves around, or sitcom that revolves around that. But we will see. So that comes to Apple on January 27th. Yeah. Okay, and then the last trailer we saw was for a new Will Smith movie.
It wasn't the last trailer, but we did see a trailer for Emancipation of Will Smith. It is a true story of a slave in the south of the United States, and he's separated from his family. So it's his journey, and he starts the story. The trailer, I will back for you, I will find you. So the story is about that journey. He's gonna somehow get out of slavery and go back to the family. And this one, different than all the movies in the same genre, same style, and same story. This one, he goes through war. He's gonna serve and fight for the Union, and fight for eventual emancipation. And he looks good. He looks terrific. I'm concerned that the Slapgate from last year's Oscar might tarnish the movie prospects for awards and even for audience. You know, some people say, I'm not gonna watch Will Smith.
Are there really people who care that much about it?
I mean, nowadays, you know, some people pick an idea and they exploit through social media, cancel culture,
I guess,
to a point that you know, it's. I'm not saying that there wasn't a big deal. I'm not saying it was a big deal, but they might pick stuff that is not a big deal and cancel to a way that, you know, destroy reputations, destroys prospects, and you know.
I guess so.
Yeah. Anyways,
we'll see.
This one comes out.
We don't have a date for it, but it comes out
soon, right? It's December.
I think so. Oh yeah, wasn't it December 2nd?
December 2nd.
I feel like we saw that somewhere.
At the theaters, right? But when is December? Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, so December 2nd.
But it doesn't say where.
Well, I guess everywhere.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, Will Smith, Emancipation, and Ben Foster, and other great talented people.
Yeah. Okay. Some industry.
Oh, Antoine Fuqua. Great director. He makes such great movies. Training Day, Tears of the Sun. Jeez, the guy's good. Yeah.
Any other trailers?
We saw Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Yeah.
For a younger generation, there's like, I guess at this point, old generation, original generation that saw Transformers in the 80s. The original, in the 90s, I want to say 90s, late 90s, there was a new generation of Transformers that the animals, the Beast Wars, that was the name of the show, and they're making a movie about them, and they're gonna mix both generations, the originals and the Beasts,
and some new
Maximals, I can't remember the
unknown
name.
threat.
Yeah, a new unknown threat, and Transformers movies, they look fun, they look action packed.
Yeah. Honestly, this is the first Transformers
Anthony-
trailer since honestly, this is the first one that actually looked fun and entertaining.
Yeah, the one with the
and
girl, the one with
boring and derivative.
Haley.
Bumblebee?
Yeah, there's really high praise for that, even among
okay.
fans that hate some of the stuff on the other movies. So Anthony Ramos is on this one. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Any other trailers?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's go through some industry news. Layoffs at CNN. Oh no.
Yeah. So can't remember the name of the guy to save my life, but he's starting the layoffs. Again, the whole people have options now. You don't expect people to put stuff out there that people wouldn't like, wouldn't appreciate, or wouldn't approve, and people would just consume. People have several options on streaming, not only new content, but they can go back to watch old stuff that they always loved and appreciated. So the big fail at the CNN, they released CNN Plus. Was that what they're called?
I think so.
It had less than 10,000 views.
Yeah.
And it was canceled.
Lasted a whopping 3 weeks.
And
so bad idea.
And of course, Discovery bought Warner that owns CNN, and it's like, no, I have to fix this. You stop making crap that people don't want to see. We need to make crap that people want to see because they pay for it. So if they stop seeing, they not pay for it, and because that, you guys are gonna lose your jobs. But yeah, the same old go woke, go broke. And if you sell stuff, you want to make stuff that people want to buy. Yeah.
Okay, so CNN's not doing great, but Apple's doing very well, to the point that they're considering buying one of the biggest football clubs in the world. I'm not exaggerating that, right?
No, it's a big one, yeah.
Yeah.
Manchester United. Yeah. It's a big franchise.
Yeah. So, I don't know what would happen. Would they all have, white uniforms? Everything be, really sleek and wear AirPods for the whole match?
The balls would be squared and... I don't know.
Who knows? But yeah, so that's a thing that might happen. Jay Leno has been released from the hospital. He was there for 10 days getting treated for burns.
He's already back in stage. Yeah, so
okay.
He's alive and well.
That's good.
And he said he did a show as, tonight I have to do two what they call 2 sections, not sections, on
Sets?
When they do
Monologue?
2 shows,
Okay.
I can't remember the specific terms. Tonight's gonna do 2 shows, one crispy and one extra crispy. He's back up there.
All right, good for him. I guess the James Corden.
More evidence that James Corden is an a-hole. It's not apparently Cardi B. No. Mel B.
Yeah.
His fellow compatriot.
Yes.
She said that he is the big D head in the showbiz.
Which is so sad because he's all charming and he's got this whole I'm just a sweet little teddy bear British musical boy.
Yeah, I guess he's a good
disappointing.
actor.
Yeah.
He fooled us.
Oh well. I still really love him in his episodes and Doctor Who with with Matt Smith. That's still good episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, Rings of Power are getting recast? What's going on there?
Okay, so Rings of Powers, two quick ones. King Theoden of Rohan. I can't remember his name, the actor. Came out and like he bashed the show. It's not like he bashed the show. He told the truth about the show. The show is a money grab. The show has no quality. Yada 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 yada. And that's one. The other one is the actor for Adar. I guess he did a smart thing and got out of the show when he could. And they're gonna recast the character of Adar.
Cool. Okay, Marvel, this is not shocking to me at all. This is one of those things you hear that's like, that makes sense. A producer over at Marvel admitted that they do not want writers who are fans of the source material.
Fun fact, you notice that once they started doing that, the quality could start dropping. In the beginning, they had people that would try to be faithful to the source material, fans, they had freaking Stan Lee on the set. Stan Lee died. Now they want to get distant from the classics, and quality falling.
Yeah. And there's now a rumor that Kathleen Kennedy is going to be replaced after Indiana Jones 5.
Bob Iger took over. Took over Disney, and one of the rumors that Kennedy would be gone, but we'll see. It's very on the realm of rumors, nothing confirmed. And it's the type of news that once it's confirmed, is fact. So it's gonna pop everywhere. So
we'll see about that. But not all hope is lost. McDonald's is giving away McGold cards. They give you an opportunity for free food for life.
Yeah, and the lucky winners, the lucky ones that find the gold card, it actually comes with 3 more. So you give away to 3 other people. So
generosity.
Yeah.
The chicken nuggets that will be eaten. Goodness. And if filet of fish is your thing, you might just want to go to France.
Yeah. And this one is the part of the show where we talk facts from real life. I mean, everything we said was facts from real life, but this one is like, it might happen to you.
It might happen.
As a matter of fact, it might be happened to you. Maybe you're listening, Mr. Jacques or Pierre or Oulala. Anyways, whatever they name people in France.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Oulala is a girl's name, right?
Oh, is it?
Is it?
No.
Like Shikaha or Abajou. Anyways.
Yeah, those are.
Let's go to the
facts.
Those
are all sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy in France was out minding his own business, doing a little fishing, and he caught a 67-pound goldfish.
Goldfish. So it's gigantic goldfish.
Yeah. So just a friendly reminder, don't release your goldfish into the wild. They grow very large. They're an invasive species.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They in captivity they don't grow very big because they don't have a whole lot of space. But if you were to, charitably dump yours into a creek or pond or something,
you mean
they can get really big.
You see don't throw them in the wild. Where they come from?
Like, I guess they grow wild somewhere, but not here. Or in France,
here,
I guess.
there,
I don't know.
Anywhere.
I don't know. If you buy a goldfish at the
from
pet
a different planet.
They could.
Yeah.
They could. And that is why if you buy one from the pet store,
you don't release it. Became something mysterious.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't worry, the truth is out there. But it's certainly not here.
Okay, what else?
That's it.
Okay, I guess that's it for this week. Yeah. We come back next week with more pop culture, entertainment, so much more. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.